someone asks me what the sharpest memory of love is, I'll say, it's the smell. Some memories don't come back through your eyes. They come back through your nose. Even today, when rain falls on the streets of New York, and the scent of wet earth spreads through the air, when the smell of roasted beans drifts out from a coffee shop, I stop for a moment. In that moment, he comes back to me. The same person I loved with my whole heart, and the one who slowly broke me. If you're listening to this, you probably know that heartbreak doesn't happen in one day. It happens every day, in small moments. Every time you tell yourself, it's fine. And then one day comes when you stop recognizing yourself. My name is Aubrey. I'm 23 years old. I live in New York, and this is my story. The beginning was very simple, so simple that nothing seemed wrong. I met him for the first time in a small bookstore. There was a faint, damp smell of old books, wooden shelves all around, and cool air coming in from outside. He was standing near me, flipping through a book. There was a light scent of perfume on his clothes. He smiled and said, "This book is good, but it's a little painful." In that moment, I wondered how a stranger could feel so familiar. I didn't know then that this same person would one day make both my voice and my silence feel heavy. He listened to me, or at least, that's what I thought. I would talk, and he'd look at me carefully. Steam kept rising from the coffee between us. I felt understood. I gave him my time. I gave him my energy. And slowly, my habits too. My mornings started with his messages, and my nights ended with his good night. His presence had become part of my daily routine. I thought, this is love. I didn't want much, just peace. Someone I didn't have to shrink myself for. Someone I didn't have to appear strong in front of all the time. I just wanted that when I spoke, he'd listen, and when I stayed quiet, he'd understand. But some things aren't clear at the beginning. They show up slowly, like dampness on a wall. It appears faint at first, and then, one day, the paint starts peeling off completely. The first time it felt strange was when he laughed and said, "You think too much." The words were light, but they carried weight. That day, the restaurant was filled with the smell of food. People were laughing. I wanted to say something, but my voice got lost between his words. I told myself, it's fine. That's just how he is. That's where I started explaining myself to myself. And slowly, that became a habit. Over time, his words started to change. He commented on my clothes, questioned my friends, dismissed my feelings for no reason. And every time after that, he'd hug me. I'd tell myself, he's not a bad person. He's just tired. But the truth was, I was getting tired. New York's winter nights are long. Cold air comes in through the window. You can hear cars outside. The room stays quiet. He'd be lying next to me, scrolling on his phone, and I'd be staring at the ceiling. I wanted to say something, but I was afraid. Afraid that if I spoke, he'd drift away. The fear of being alone slowly took over my thoughts. And inside that fear, I kept losing myself. Now, when I look back, I understand he wasn't hurting me. He was slowly erasing me. Then came the day that changed everything. We were at a party, loud music, people talking. I held his hand, just for a moment, and he pulled away. Later, in the car, he said, "You make me uncomfortable." Something broke inside me right then. I stayed quiet, because I had nothing left to say. That night, I came home alone. The room felt strangely silent. I stood in front of the mirror and looked at myself. There was no spark in my eyes, just exhaustion on my face. In that moment, I realized I wasn't losing him. I had already lost myself. The next few days felt heavy. He texted me, normal things, like nothing had happened. And with every message, I felt a little more empty. But somewhere inside, a voice started to rise, soft, but clear. The turning point wasn't a big moment. It was just a morning. Sunlight was coming through the window. I picked up my phone. His name was on the screen. And for the first time, I didn't answer the call. My hands were shaking. My heart was racing. But I told myself, choose yourself today. I met him at a cafe, the same place where everything started. Everything looked the same, but I had changed. I said, I don't want this relationship anymore. He said something. But this time, I didn't stop myself. I stood up and walked out. Some memories still stay, some smells, some places. The only difference is, now, when they try to stop me, I don't stop. Because I've learned that living with someone else is hard, but living without yourself is harder.